So Lord Kṛṣṇa thought, all the universe is filled with the conception of my majesty, but love weakened by that sense of majesty does not satisfy me. Okay? And so, you see, the Vaidhi is, there's people, religious people, they say, wow, this is really amazing. You know, the world and all that. But that doesn't satisfy the Lord. I mean, the Lord comes from him, right? His creation. It's like, that's pretty good. That's really what. But what is it that can satisfy the Lord? See, the only way you're ever going to know that now, you could have known that when Radha and Krishna, if you got to go to Vrindavan, you could see what really satisfied the Lord, right? Or you could have got that by going to see Madhavinda Puri, or Ishvara Puri, and especially Lord Chaitanya. You could find out what really satisfies the Lord, because the Lord, these devotees came to demonstrate what is the most satisfying to the Lord, because what makes the Lord most happy is the most satisfying. And there are visible symptoms of what makes the Lord most happy. See? You ever see a happy person in this world? They're happy, they're jumping for joy and all. Oh, wow, I'm so happy and all that. Okay? So you can say this person is satisfied the Lord. They're very happy. People think, and you could be like in the mode of goodness, you kind of feel happy. See, I'm satisfying the Lord. See, but all the world, there's so many billions of people, how many demigods are there? Rulers, 33 million. That means they have a lot of followers and people working under them, right? Billions! And they're all like, wow, look at the world, so amazing, amazing, amazing. See? But the Lord is saying, he's revealing the truth. He said, that doesn't really satisfy me. He said, I have billions like that. See? And they're also jubilant in their mode of goodness and happy and all that stuff. But still, there's a higher happiness. And the Lord came to show that, and that was his ecstatic worship. Can anybody, do you think there's any happiness greater than what you see here? Do you want this kind of worship?
This is all I want.
See? So, see, this is a person following Vaidhi rules, and others, a group following the Vaidhi rules, but they're wanting this, because this is more satisfying to the Lord. See, the Lord is in your heart. It's not like people, and when you worship the Lord in ecstasy for a long time, you see, wow, I'm giving the Lord happiness. See, when Kṛṣṇa left, we read this back, that Kṛṣṇa left, the devotees continued to give the Lord happiness, because the Lord's happiness is their happiness in separation even. That's what the Lord wanted to show. The happiness of the devotees in separation is even greater than being in his presence often. Okay? And you even read these verses and say, the ones that I like the most are those in separation personally, because it gives the Lord the greatest happiness. That's why he left. He wanted to move the gopis, giving him happiness to even a greater amount by his leaving. By their worship and separation, made him even more happy. Who can understand a God like that? Makes him more happy. And they're going, like this morning. You think I was miserable? Yeah, it looks like that. Yeah, there's a kind of misery in that, but it's transcendental, man. To the modes of nature. That's why if you're like, you're material still, you look at that and you say, God, you know, I cried like that, and that must be miserable, because I can relate to that. No, you can't. Not yet. Man, look at this class that came from all that relish of that misery and yeah, it was. This is even the book says. Sanatana Goswami, Brihat Bhagavad-Gita, the misery of the devotees in separation dances on the greatest happiness of even the demigods. Okay? That's because those residents are giving pleasure to the Lord in their heart. They're all alive, they're bound up in that, in separation and in union. Therefore, they're never separated from the Lord. They're just in Yoga Maya pastimes. See? So that's called the pastime incarnation, because he engages in that. You see how we're engaging in that also? Making the Lord happy, reading these things publicly like he did. And look what the result of that. People are, even Johann said, hey, he had a handkerchief and he was crying a lot too. See, that's how you get it. The advanced stage. Now he can also pick up the book. He can get it this way. You pick up the book and you read and chant these verses and it comes. Think about Krishna and it comes. See, initiated his spiritual life. See, my ex-wife said, oh, you didn't initiate me. Oh yeah, I did, but it didn't go very far because you got caught up in being a prostitute. You just jumped away. See? You didn't see it like the Johans, and that's real initiation, the dedication, all that stuff, and all the ecstasy that comes on. Why wouldn't you be in debt to a guru that initiates your spiritual life like that? From the heart, naturally you do. See? Unless you got some real deep-seated envy and jealousy and hatred, or you're a thief. Isn't a thief is a bad mind that you just come in and must steal and go away and build your own kingdom. That's why I have no sympathy. Why do I have sympathy for her? Oh, she pulled that one on me a few times, man. Hey, man, you're not burnt out enough to do videos every day and to preach your own thing and to keep Balaram over there? Screw you. Screw you. And if you guys don't feel that way, you're in danger. Because that's the truth. That's what Krishna's saying. Hey man, screw you. Oh, you don't appreciate the gift? Oh, you go over there and take Balaram away too? Well, it's ordained. It's okay. But hey man, that's it. I'll just tell you the Lord's attitude. Oh, just go build your kingdom. And it's going to be burnt down anyway. Because the Lord doesn't like such a kingdom like that. He likes a kingdom like this, you see people, they're appreciative of the Guru, just like the book says, not duplicitous, double-minded, oh yes, Guru, I'm Gaurahari, I'm really appreciative, thank you so much, but I'm leaving now to build my own kingdom, man, because I know, and that's hypocrisy, man, that kingdom is going to be destroyed. That's why you don't get through the Maya by that. You lose faith in Guru and you jump over them and then want to build your own thing. That ain't Vaishnava at all. And I only mention it just to tell you like it is, man. If you believe this opinion, you won't believe the bullshit out there. You're lucky you caught me in a moment today. I had a deep ecstatic worship. Gives me very deep realizations on the matter. If you can't worship ecstatically like this, you should come here and listen, because otherwise you're not so smart, you're less intelligent. Jesus taught it. He said, only the Father knows the Son knows the Father. Unless you worship like this and please the Father in your heart or the intimate friend like this, you're not going to get realizations like this, so better to hear them. That's the whole thing. So you come to that platform. But if you don't listen to a bona fide guru like this here, you're not ever going to come to that platform. Jesus said only the Father knows the Son knows the Father, and the Son can reveal the Father to whom he chooses. So if you're chosen, you'll come here and listen. If not, you're just in envy and jealous and all that, like those guys, like my ex-wife, just full of competition, envy, and don't want to get purified. See, bewildered by it. It's so intense, they just bewildered by it. Okay? Anyway, whatever they did is held for them. I don't know you don't know how many lifetimes they were like this. And they're still working it out. They may come again, maybe in, this appearance with this kind of bhakti and chants again. They may come and do almost maybe a little bit less of the same thing. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe in this life they'll get over it. Who knows? See, they're out there floating now, and they're different, thinking they're okay. They're in like a dark cave, and they're thinking everything is bright in there. Okay? It's like Jesus said, be careful you don't consider the darkness as the light. Isn't that what they're doing? I look at my ex-wife, and I'm just preaching to teach you guys. You know, this is very important. They're looking at that stuff in the modes, and they think that's light. Now they've been demoted by Guru Aparat. They see all that speculation they're doing now as light, but it's darkness. See, their actions do not go according to the book. You never jump over your bhakti guru, and they have. So therefore, they're immediately out of alignment. We have, you see, I keep checking the map, checking the map, checking the map. I have to check the map too, because sometimes this stuff happens and say, well, where is that on the map? And people might say, well, we don't go by maps because we just got Krishna in our heart. Oh, really? Why did Prabhupada write these books? To destroy our stupidity. And because maybe there's a chance to say, boy, you know, maybe I did do the wrong friggin' thing, because it is in the book. But I point out every time in the book to my ex-wife, never can see it. She's less intelligent. Stays there, can't, well, I don't see that. See? Aparat, same thing with them. I keep pointing, what do you think these people, maybe they'll get and listen to this. Do they see? Probably, I don't know. You know, they won't listen. Oh, he said something about me, I don't want to listen. Okay? Well, isn't the guru's duty to help a disciple? Yeah. Oh, I don't want to listen. In other words, I don't want to listen to you as my guru. Man. I want to do my own thing because I'm an ecstatic devotee. I'm just as good as you. Who are you to tell me? I had a few people like that do that. That is so un-Vaishnava, man. See, I tell you these things to point out the faults, again, to uncover the truth. So don't think, if you think, oh, you see, he's a fault finder, well, that's you. Think that's your impurity of not doing this. I mean, why do I need to find faults with anybody? I could sit here and chant the holy name and just relish, but I'm been empowered and ordered by Prabhupada and Krishna to help some of his people get out of this Maya. So I have to find the faults, but not in a way that ordinary devotees do. I'm here to uncover the faults so you don't fall into it. Because if you do, you may not come out this whole life. That's why I went into them. A good hunter has to know his prey. I have to know what is trapping people. Okay? So I got out quick because I always had this bhakti. It's just very, I got in there a little bit and checked it out and get a little bewildered by it, take in the poison and, but it came out quick. And now, because my ex-wife, 20 years in this poison. See? And Balaram, who knows? I don't know. So we'll have another experience how long that's going to be. Whether they just die in that or what. And you think you can do what the empowered guru can do. You can't do it. Proof is already there, So I try to help. These are the pitfalls, man. It's like Lord Chaitanya said, the real guru will say, don't go and dig over there because there's a big black snake in there. See? That's it. Don't go to Narayan Raj. You're going to dig in that territory, man. You're going to get bitten and you may not come out of that. See? Prabhupada tried to do that. Don't go to these guys, but just listen to me. But, anyway, Maya is strong until you get to this association here. Then you'll get free. Whoever believes in this. That's why the new people coming here, if you come regularly, do a 30-day challenge, man. Otherwise, Maya is going to test you anyway. She's always going to come, these fault finders come, oh, don't listen to him. Maybe your authorities even. Oh, don't listen to him and all that. So it depends on your strength and how much you hear. How strong you can get by knowledge and all this stuff defeated. All these illusions defeated.